Hi everyone, welcome to another Howard's Coin Finds, and today I've got all the mail that I've been banking up for the last couple of weeks. So I'm just doing some adjustments. A few here. That just says I went live, so I'll start again maybe. Welcome to another Howard's Coin Finds on YouTube, Facebook and eBay, all the same name. And I've got lots of mail to do, so I'm going to go through all of these, which have been banking up for weeks. And like I said, I've just got to fix up. That's fixed. Yep. So anyway, I thought I'd better get them out of the way because they're just banking up. So I had shown, well, I put Christine Brown on that one. So I've got them from Bob Wojcikowski, Wojcikowski it is. I kept thinking it was a Z, but it's a J, saying Wojcikowski. So from Bob Wojcikowski, that's Death from Below, if anybody knows him. I'll just go through them quick before. Michael Hector and Gary McEwen and Christine Brown. No. Christine Brown. And Christine Brown had sent that to me just out of nowhere. And these are really, really, really sought after. I believe there's only 80,000. They sold out anyway. And they're selling 7 times what they were when they came out. At the moment, that's what I've seen them at, up to 10 times, but average about 7. Anyway, so yeah, beautiful. $1 Vietnam War, $2, sorry, not $1, but $2. It's the special tribute on there of the Queen's reign, dated 23. Yeah, beautiful. And I read it out. I opened it up at the end of one of the lives because she said open it, I'd open it. So I did, totally unexpected. So a friend of hers stood in line at the mint and they got these straight up from the mint. That's how she got it so quickly. I got it like a couple of days after they were out, I'm pretty sure. Well, not long after. So, and the other person that sent mail, NN Collectibles, I keep spelling it IBLS, yeah, LES. It's A. Anyway, so he'd already sent me some coins that have gone into my gratitude coin album, which I'll get to later, because there's bits here for both my gratitude coin album and my badges book of badges that I started up, which has gone really well thanks to Christine. This is pretty thick. I can feel it. Oh, yeah, I can feel it. So I'm guessing there's going to be some badges in there. Pretty thick. So where do I start? So that was off Christine. I said that, and that's beautiful. Big thanks. I didn't even line up for these this year. I haven't been buying anything off the mint. The only stuff I got off the mint, to tell you the truth, has been from Christine. The last lot was the Creatures of the Deep. So where are we? Where I start? I forgot last time when I did my gratitude coin album that Gary had sent me an error coin to go in there. So is it a 1988? There's me poker. And it's got cuds here. And I think between the ears, he actually wrote on there and said there was quite a few. Yeah, there's a few cut errors on there anyway, die chips. Here, big one here. So yeah, so that's going into the Gratitude Coin album. I've got to put in a 2x2. Put it in there, which I hadn't done yet because it was all in here and I didn't see it. Forgot about it. So we got the Gratitude Coin album that I have, and I got a badge album. So people have sent in coins to go in the coin album, and badges to go in the badge album. And so Michael Hector, I can, you know what? I'm standing up. Yeah, oh yeah, the spelling. Yeah. Anyway, I've got to do this. I can't look at the chat at the moment. So Michael Hector had sent me badges a little while ago, and he sent all these unused stamps because I said that I would actually trade stamps for coins that I have because they're just as good as money. But not just that, I actually post a bit, so I need stamps in the lot. And I said, well, I'll do a trade, but 80 cents in the dollar on the face of them. Anyway, he just sent them to me. So I sent him back a couple of items as well, and I think I sent some before that. So we've actually sent back and forth a few items, coins. Anyway, I'll use all them. I just thought I actually sent him some stuff back, and I used these stamps on his package. I used his own stamps on there. So I thought that was pretty good. I plastered them. I used a heap of 10 cents, so it was pretty well plastered. So that was a big thanks. Yeah, and like I said, I did trade for that. Sent him some goodies. So that was that's really good. I can use them, and I have used. There was more, but I have used a couple. And he also sent me some badges, which I don't think I might have got. That's reconnect. It keeps telling me you're live. I don't know what's going on. It's disconnected or something. Anyway, so that was on the card, brand new too. So I kept that for myself, which I will still be keeping it, but I'm just going to show the ones he sent. Kangaroo Island. I'll do it a bit closer. So Kangaroo Island, that's really cool. I like that. So Michael's over in South Australia, and that's really nice. That's brand new. It was on the card, like I said. So I had that on all Anzac Day. Put all the badges in there on Anzac Day in my hat that I had for commemorating anything to do with any war. Didn't matter. I put in the hat. So there's those two that he sent, and he sent this one. And he told me this is from the 70s. It's really old. And I'm like, well, the West Coast Eagles weren't going there. So I went looking to see what Eagles is he talking about. Now, he's in South Australia, and it turns out the Eagles, or they're just known as Eagles, are the South Australia National Football League. That's what they're in. And they're the West Torrens Eagles, is what they're called, National Football Club. And I tried to find this badge, and right back to the 60s when this club started, I think it was the 60s, 50s, forgive me if I haven't got the year, decade right, but at no time on any badges, old and new, is the word "the" in the front of that. There's Torres Eagle, there's all different ones, but I cannot find any badges, old or new, or the names of the name of the club. It's never had, that I can find, the Eagles on it. Everything's Eagles. It's got something else before and after. So that's pretty rare, because I can't find where they use that word in front of it. You know, the eagle, they put, unless they just did it and deemed me as Eagles, because that's what they were. But I looked for that, but there's no the Eagles. Couldn't find it. Not on any badges they got anyway. Even if it was just mentioned in that, it's the Eagles, but that's not part of the name, you know. Anyhow, it's an old one, and that's from the 70s. So that's going in there. I'll keep it in this packet too. So that's 3 badges for the Badges Book of Badges, which if whoever's watching, well, you're just going to have to hang on till I get around to digging it out, the same as me getting out the Gratitude coin album for this. But that's if I've got time as well, because I've got things going. But I just thought I'd better show these two again. My oh my, woohoo! Don't they look good? I think they do. That was real luck. 3 tubes, and the very first tube I opened, these were in it. So just thought I'd show them again. Beautiful. Yeah, so the average price of these that I can see, some cheap, you know, is $2.20, which is what the Crux coin was selling for. Well, it should have been selling for later, but it dropped down. It was at the start. The colour G coin, so Great Australia coin 2, 3 and 1 were all that same price for 1 coin. And funny enough, for 2, it's the same price. I thought it would have been more, but no. But on the very first day that these came out, some people paid $3.50. They're going to bleed now because there's tons on eBay and they're having a hard time selling what I can see. Well, not at all, actually. And so, you know, and truly, probably 190, 200, and you get rid of them. That's all they're at. Anyway, so just thought I'd throw that in. Dave, how you going? Steve, how you going? Stephen? Yeah, it is a lovely pin, mate. I loved it. That's why it's fine not going in the book, because I reserve the right to keep any pins that come in for me. All pins are for the book, but there's the exception that me being the owner, till I give it away, I'm keeping all the badges that are really top notch. And that one especially, all the war ones have been, well, not all of them, but I've been keeping any from war 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, not a 3, 1, 2 and Vietnam. I don't have any Korean War stuff. Yeah, I don't drink, mate. Have a oh yeah, well I have. I've just cracked open a can of Pepsi. I did all my drinking, mate, years ago. Did enough to last a lifetime, put it that way. Every weekend. In actual fact, from Wednesday through to Sunday. Every week for years. Jeez, for sure. All the football clubs, mate. All the footy clubs. Went to all of them. Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Tullamarine Airport on Sundays. Yeah, because you could get a drink there then. Or if our mate Nat was home from the Navy, we could go down on a Sunday to any Navy or Air Force or Army barracks, doesn't matter. They can all, any one of those can go into any one of them, each other's. And we used to go to Braybrook and go to the RAAF there, go in, grab slabs of beer on Sundays and walk out because he was in the Navy. So if he was home, no props. But they're the days where you couldn't get, all the pubs were shut, everything was shut Sundays. So anyhow, so I've got one here, Bob Wojcikowski. I'm going to open Bob's first because he's probably hanging. He's not here, he's dropped in sometimes. I didn't know, I forgot what he said. I think he's 14 hours behind. He's on the East Coast, right at the top, Washington State, Seattle. He's east, he's west of Seattle on an island. It's beautiful up there anyway, right on the border of Canada there. So Washington State's up there, and Washington DC is down here, DC, District of Columbia, right at Maryland, and that's down there, and Bob's right up here. But it's stunning. I didn't realise how many islands in it, you know. Not that I was sniffing around, but, you know, I love looking at America and where people are in it. So, anyway, my brother lives there. He's in Connecticut. And I've got nieces, nephews, and shameful me, doesn't know exactly where they are. They're all in services. Iraq, done a few tours over there, everything. Very good. So I'm going to do Bob's first. And Bob has been supporting me, drops in when he can, and I understand the time differences and everything else is totally different. Makes it really hard. And anyway, big supporter of so many channels. Seriously, if you go on to with Australian channels, I can't say 100% which channels, coin channels, but I know that I'm just mucking around there while I'm talking. Let me get something to cut this. But I know all the US channels, or the USA, all the channels that I've been supporting over there as well, and more. I guarantee you that he's been supporting. He doesn't create any videos. No one knows. Well, some people might know Bob's face if they've met up with him, but bit of a mystery for everyone else, I suppose. But anyway, so Bob's Deaths from Below. I asked him last time. I thought he was in. He's in the was in the American services. I thought it was submarines, but ships. And he said, I'm pretty sure he said big ships, or he was saying the submarines are big ships. So yeah, so he's. I'm pretty sure he might be retired now. Pretty sure. But I did read one time. I think it was a comment that Bob left, and he actually told everybody the ships that he'd been on and done service on. Pretty sure it was, or it could have been Poor Man's Gold, or Silver and Gold Stack Attack, Patriotic Stacker, AG 76. Can't remember, but it could be in one of their write-ups as well. And anyway, it was a bit of the history on Bob, and pretty amazing. So as I do for all services worldwide, doesn't matter who, all allied services, that everybody appreciates everybody doing service. Being in service. What's this? Oh, yeah, you did. This is the toonie. Oh, does that look cool? Oh, thanks, Bob. Look at that. So they call this a toonie. He told me last time he was in too, because he said on the package it says sticker and toonie. I've been hanging for these. Oh, I thought I was only going to get one, this one. But I didn't. I've got two. The bottom gun. Oh, so is Death from Below maybe not the submarine, but a missile, a torpedo? Anyway, I'm wrapped. I even got these. I've been hanging for these for like a year or more, or longer, 2 years. Bob, I swear, Bob's been on every channel, supporting and sending stuff in to all the channels, not just once. He's been sending in quite a number of stuff. But I know Poor Man's Gold has give pretty good rundown on Bob, as would, I'm sure, all the other channels there. And if you're not sure, I could say to go into Poor Man's Gold's You should check it out anyway, and go to his channels that he follows, and have a look through there. And you might catch on to some of the channels that everybody's together in a big circle there, you know, and you'll see Bob in all of them. I guarantee you, no problems at all. And I'll tell you the truth, you'll find Bob probably down as first in the comments on many of them. But how lovely is that? I'm just blown out with the colour. And it's a toonie. $2 Canadian. I think that's what it meant. It's black. Oh, there we go. So let me stop, because NNN's telling me the story. Wait on. That is amazing. And I'll tell you, polar bears, another animal I really like too. So that's a real bonus. So let me read. Oh, Jez, how you going, buddy? Jobby, Lynn, Darren. I didn't say hello at the start, so I'm going to say quick hello, Darren, NN, Stephen, Dave M, Jez and Jobby. Where are we? Lynn. Excuse me. Lynn. Oh, NN don't drink either. He doesn't drink, but he does drink Dr. Pepper. Guess what, mate? I reckon I was the only person in the world that was drinking Dr. Pepper when it came out, 30 years ago, whatever. And then I was picking it up for 30 cents a can in the reject shop. Now it's like double what Coca-Cola is. Nobody here wanted it. And I was picking up those cans real cheap, 30 cents a can for the Dr. Pepper. And the reason I liked it and I drank it is because in Gumball Rally, Dom DeLuise does the Dr. Pepper, everybody loves Dr. Pepper, when he pulled over in the servo. And he went in and grabbed the half a tea of Dr. Peppers. I love it because it's cherry flavour. So how's that? Antonius, how are you, buddy? Oh, right, it's the special black one because of the Queen's death. Silly me, of course I should have thought. I don't think like that. Yeah, it's a commemorative. We didn't do that. Yeah, well, that's... So let me just read some more. And Bob said to me, he goes, I'll send you he said, do you like Canadian coins? And I'm like, I do. I really love Canadian coins and New Zealand colour coins. There's some really nice ones. Hey, let's face it, the 20 cents, isn't it? We don't have them. We ain't got them. They got them, if you want the 20 cents. Anyway, so I said, yeah. And I forgot all about it. And Bob had been popping in, and then suddenly that was in my mailbox. Oh, beautiful. Paul, how you going, buddy? Yeah, so they're normally, the copper, nickel, silver, Yeah, so it'd be aluminium, bronze, copper, nickel, silver, but they've done it in black. It's probably the same metal, they just coloured it up. Dave Brandon, how you going, buddy? 60s, 70s, that disprint to the Coca-Cola. Yeah, I remember all that stuff in the 70s. Yeah, so anyhow, beautiful, Bob. That is absolutely stunning. I love that. That is really, really well crafted, isn't it? And I like polar bears. I watch that Bear and Sea Gold all the time, mate. I love it. And I always wonder where the hell their polar bears are. because they never show any. But yeah, that is really, really nice. Yeah, and I think it's toonies for two-tone, isn't it? Two-tone, 20 cent. Anyway, that's beautiful, and so are these stickers. They're totally amazing. Let's have a look. So underneath, we've got the fish. Is that a submarine? I'm trying to make out my silly face. I'm trying to work out, make that out there. Is that a... Oh, it is. It's a ship coming at the front of you. There's the number, isn't it? Is it? I'm not 100% sure. Well, that's propeller. What's the fit? Anyway, that's really cool. Let's look at that torpedo. Yeah, excellent. Oh, so the $1 is called Looney. Where's Bob? Because I'd have to go back and look at his a couple of lives back, isn't it? And he said to me, so he's called it two. I forgot. Anyway, there's the other one. Death from Below. It is a ship. It's a ship. For sure. Well, submarine, I'm taking a guess at. I'm not sure about them, but yeah. Yeah, that's really good. And the skull. Yeah, definitely in it. Yeah. Beautiful, Bob. Big thanks. And you know, I'm sure from everybody and myself for all the support that you do. Totally amazing. And you don't create any videos or anything. And you said that you like Australian, well, you like foreign silver coins. Yeah, I don't know